Hey guys, welcome in. Go ahead and on the back you do now track the argument body paragraph rubric. I want you to memorize this. Track where it says 4. I've really got it if you want a 4. In your body paragraphs for argument essay. My body paragraph has a reason. Of course, you start with your reason. You start in the first sentence of your body paragraph connected to my claim. I cited the strongest evidence to support my reasoning claim, and my reasoning clarifies and expands on how the evidence helps my argument. So to get a 4, you actually have to use the strongest evidence from the article. There's going to be some good evidence, but there's always going to be one piece or a couple pieces that are the strongest evidence that really help you hammer home your argument and prove your point. Okay, so that's the difference between a 4 and a 3 on these paragraphs, is whether you're using the strongest evidence or just a good piece of evidence to support your reasons and claims. Okay. Remember, your reasoning clarifies and expands on how the evidence is helping your argument, what it means, and how it helps you prove your reason for that paragraph and your claim for your whole essay. Okay, so you know now exactly what we're looking for when we say argument body paragraphs, which we're practicing now and you'll use in your 5-paragraph essay later on. Okay, so you have that rubric, study it, memorize it, so you know how to get a 3 and a 4. Okay, I'm going to show you how to do a body paragraph for an argument essay, break it down into 4 steps. Okay, so the question for this example is, should fast food workers be paid more? We've already done it. Here's 4 steps. So to do this, step 1, you got to read the article closely, looking for all types of evidence, anecdotal evidence, statistical evidence, and also expert opinions that you could use to help you with your argument. So should fast food workers be paid more? Step 1, read closely, looking for all types of evidence. Okay, annotate, write on the document. Step 2, look back at your evidence for both sides of the argument. Okay, don't make a claim, take a side without looking at the evidence. Step 3, choose a side and determine your reasons. Step 4, write out your body paragraphs. So I'm going to show you step 4, how I would write out my body paragraphs. Track this sheet. Mr. Stambo's argument paragraph, should fast food workers be paid more? I'm just going to make my claim, fast food workers should be paid more. Okay, so I'm going to do 2 body paragraphs and show you how to do it. First, to start a paragraph, I indent, of course, and I start with my reason. Fast food workers should be paid more. Write this on your paper. Write this on your paper. Fast food workers should be paid more because they need more money to support themselves and their families. You can pause it if you need to, but I'm going to keep going. Now I'm using this article here. We looked at it a while ago, so I'm going to look through, and I've already looked at the evidence. I've already highlighted, I've already underlined stuff I think is important, and I'm going to use this evidence here from the article to support my reason. It says the majority of them are at least 23 years old. Only 3 in 10 are teenagers. More than a quarter of them are raising at least 1 child. I'm going to cite this evidence after my reason. In the article, it says, quote, so I might be able to copy and paste, but I'm not going to. You would just have to have it on one side and copying it on the other. The majority of them are at least 23 years old, period. And then only 3 in 10 are teenagers. And more than a quarter of them are raising at least 1 child. Boom, got my evidence. It's cited correctly. I closed my quotes. Okay, but now I got to do my reasoning to explain this evidence and how it makes my argument for me. Okay, so you're connecting your evidence to your reason and to your claim. Okay, so I'm looking at this evidence. It's basically saying the majority of the workers are actually older and they have children. Okay, so I'm going to start it with this shows that fast food workers aren't I'm going to say are grown-ups with children, not just teenagers. Okay. So how does that help my argument? Well, they need more money to support their families and themselves. Okay. This connects to my evidence because it's talking about how they are not just teenagers, they have other people to support. So my reasoning is more than one sentence. My reasoning connects my evidence to my claim. I'm going to do another one for the same exact one. So fast, I'm going to indent fast food workers, write this one down too. Should be paid more because so here's my second reason, because the rich are getting richer, but poor people are not. Okay, so I didn't just come up with this reason out of the blue. I read it in the article, so if I go back to the article, I remember the evidence, and I actually highlighted it here. The richest 1% of Americans have doubled their share of America's total income from 1980 to 2011. That's the evidence I'm going to use. That goes next. So in the article, it says the richest 1% of Americans have doubled their share of America's total income. So I put in my evidence from 1980 to 2011. Okay, so what? Okay, I got to give my reasoning to explain that and how that helps my argument, my points. Okay, so this proves that over the years, rich people have seen their incomes go up, but not the people who need it the most. Okay, so this isn't really fair, right? Okay, so this proves that the poorest Americans, the fast food workers, should also see an increase in their pay. So I'm going to continue. If rich people are getting paid more, then fast food workers should as well. This is the fair thing to do and will make our society more equal, right? Because in the article it talks about how rich people are getting richer and richer, but the poor people are staying where they are, and that's leading to a lot of problems. Okay, so here's what my paragraphs look like, and I'll put it in a smaller font so you can see both of them. Okay, so in my essay, this would be 2 of my body paragraphs. All right, now look at your rubric. I would say these are pretty good. I've got my body paragraph as reason, okay, connected to the article. I cite really strong evidence to support my reason and claim, and my reasoning should be more than one sentence. You know, that's 6th grade thing, guys, where it's just one sentence. It should be more, where you really expand on what the evidence means and how it relates to your overall argument. How is that evidence helping you prove your point? So when I see your sheet, you should have both these paragraphs written down, okay? And you are going to argue about zoos today, and your exit slip will be to write 2 quality argument paragraphs. So make sure that you are collecting evidence as you read today. Okay. I hope this clarifies what I'm looking for a body paragraph. Once again, review the rubric so you are clear on what to do. Okay. Thanks, guys.